The dashboard in Overwatch Live is a very powerful tool to help you manage and track your residents' activity when they are outside of your residence hall. For this illustration, you see I have 3 residents who are out of the building right now. And we'll start with Glenn. He is signed out to Starbucks, and he did that through scanning his card and filling out the sign out form. And to get to Starbucks, he requested car permission, and which is why this box is red. It gives me a visual cue that I need to take some action. So if I put my mouse cursor over the box, the name of the person that he's requesting car permission with pops up. I'm going to grant him car permission. So I check that box, and you see that the red box goes away because everything's fine there. You also see that he's signed out, and that box is not enabled because that's an action that the resident takes. But if you do put your cursor on that box, it shows you the time that they signed out. And Sam did come and check out with me, so I'm going to check that box, and you'll see the same thing happens. The time that he checks out pops up there. The way the color boxes work on the screen is that everything starts green and moves to red. The longer something ages on the dashboard, the darker the color gets. So you'll see that Frank Jones down here signed out, and he said he's going to be at the Arnold's house at around 4:17, and it's a little bit past that right now, so it's changed to yellow, and the longer that box stays unchecked, the darker the color will get. But back up here to Glenn. When he comes back in to the building, he'll scan his card to sign in, and the check-in box will turn green so that I again have a visual cue that Glenn needs to check in with me. So I'm going to simulate Glenn checking into the building here by clicking on the Details tab, and I'm going to check sign in. Again, this is something that would happen when he scanned his card, but for this demonstration I'm going to do it. So you see that the check-in box has been checked, and now the check-in box is ready for me to select. He did check in with me, so I'm going to check it. And you'll notice that once I check Glenn in, he disappears off the dashboard because he's back in the building. If I go down here to Frank's checkout, again, it's all the same information. If he gets his call in, again, I check it, and there it indicates that I've gotten the call in, and he did check out with me. So there you have it. This indication of ON after the destination name says that Frank would like to spend the night there. He's going there overnight. So you know which residents you can expect back for the current day. I'll show you a little bit how the details screen works. If you click on that, it gives you an opportunity to fine-tune some of the dates and times. Perhaps a resident checks out with you, but you don't have access to the clipboard at that exact time, so you did it a little late and you want to modify the times. You can do that here. This box allows you to enter some sort of note if there's any sort of important event that occurs during the departure, and then each destination is listed down here. And one of the nice things is if Frank is signed out, he could call and say, I'm at the Arnold's house right now, but I would really like to go to McDonald's. So as a staff member, I can add a destination. He's going to go to McDonald's at 4:22. He's going to ride in a car, and he's going to ride with Jane Anderson, and that's all fine with me. So I'll save that information, and you can see that the destination is now added. And when I get back to the dashboard, you'll see that Frank is now at McDonald's, which is destination 2 of 2. And he requested car permission. I'm going to give him car permission, and everything is as it should be. So that's how the dashboard works. A few other things that you may find handy is that you can click on any one of these columns, and that column sorts. So I click it once, it sorts the names alphabetically A to Z. If you click it again, it does it in reverse order. So if I click on the destination name, these two happen to be in alphabetical order already. It sorts them. I click it again. It does it in reverse order. If I click on a resident's name, it pops up a form where I can enter information about this particular day for this resident. So if I wanted to change the default lights out time for Frank, or if I wanted to extend his curfew, I could do that. Also a note field, if Frank had a doctor's appointment or something like that, I could put that in here and add that note. And now you see there's this little pen and pencil that pops up, and you mouse over and it tells you the note. So it allows you to have a lot of really good information at your fingertips when interacting with the residents. Moving on down here to Joe Smith, you'll notice that his line is a little different. He's at athletic practice, and the checkout box has no color indication and it's not enabled, so I can't check it. And that's because I've defined athletic practice as a destination that does not require checking out. You may choose to have destinations. The school may be a typical one where residents sign out to, but you don't want them to have to check out with you. So you define that at the destination level. However, I'm going to simulate here Joe signing back in from athletic practice. So I'll check the sign in. And again, me checking that box performs the same action as him scanning his card. And I'll click Save. And instead of having a check-in box, which he doesn't have to do, there's an archive link. So I still have a visual cue, and I know that Joe's out of the building. The archive link is enabled when he comes back, and I click that, and his departure is removed from the dashboard.